Welcome to the Storytime with Sam and Seige podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm Seige. We are finally back from our unintentional hiatus.
What is that word?
You don't know what that means?
No idea.
Yeah, so we're kind of struggling. We haven't recorded in about 2 weeks. We had to take a little bit of a break, but we're back. And today we have a guest.
We have the real Nelly on the set.
The white Nelly.
Alrighty, we got Noah over here on the podcast today. Say what's up.
What's up?
Well, let's catch up for a minute. Sam over here, what you been up to?
Man, just been going to school, ordering some fake gold chains. Not been working much, but it's okay.
Not been subbing anymore?
Not much. But yeah, so why did we take a break, CJ?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Something to do with Fords, man.
We're not gonna go down that hole. We already had a podcast on that. I think we need to just rebrand as the Anything Car Problems podcast.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. You got squeaky shock.
Squeaky. Hey, I'm gonna get this replaced. It's gonna run me about $400, but I'm gonna get him replaced.
I'm getting mine replaced. My fuel injector's replaced too, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get Noah over here. And what do you want to talk about?
Well, have you guys ever had an interesting fishing story?
Well, to be honest with you, no, I don't think I have any funny fishing stories, but I don't know. Sam, you had any over in South Carolina?
I mean, one time in South Carolina, we were in this place called, I don't know what the place was called, but it was like 103 degrees there. And we were like in the swamps. Like we were like in like the, I don't know, more southern parts of Georgia. And yeah, we were in Georgia.
Oh, I thought you said South Carolina.
Oh, well, this time we were in Georgia. We were out there fishing like these swamp things, and they had catfish in there. Mm-hmm. I didn't catch anything. Dad didn't catch anything, but we ended up buying a catfish from somebody that caught one, and he ate it. But, I didn't try any.
How much he charged you for that?
I have no idea, man. This was like maybe 7 years ago. It's been a while.
Yeah. Alrighty, so sorry for that, but go ahead, continue.
Well, this took place during the height of nothingness in June of 2020. It was time for one of our church trips, so a bunch of us guys packed up and we headed down to the not-so-great state of Alabama.
What you got against Alabama?
It's Alabama.
I mean,
we load up, we head down there, nothing exciting really happened. We get there and we end up staying in this place, which was basically like a fellowship hall type area. So it was just like one big room and then a kitchen off to the end. And then the restrooms were by themselves, which you'll come to later.
Like outhouses or?
No, it's like actually like
inside
proper restrooms with showers.
Okay.
So yeah, we get down there. Our youth pastor, he tells us, all right, just don't mess with people when they're sleeping. They provide us with a bunch of air mattresses. And of course, there had to be that one person while we were blowing them up. This one person just went around deflating them. Well, of course, he'd really do it to mine. And then when he left the building, I just like lightly unplugged his and then plugged it back up after all the air was gone. And then later he thought someone sliced it until he blew it back up. So that ended that whole mess.
Yeah.
That night nothing eventful happened. We were given a sermon and I decided to sleep in the main area with most of them. And that was a bad idea because there was one of those like lights that were on like all night. So I did not get a wink of sleep. And a bunch of the other guys, they slept in the kitchen, like Stacy and Jay. So
smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got up the next morning, ate breakfast, left really early because we had to go get fishing licenses.
How much was it? Like $20 for like a day license or something?
I think we ended up getting a week license because we were going to do it for just 2 days. So yeah, we made it to, we first attempted to go to Walmart to get one and we kind of just walked around and then we went to the parking lot and blasted Rocky Top.
Hey, heck yeah.
So, yeah, we ended up having to just get them purchased online, and we just started fishing. Our buddy Aiden, he caught a bluegill, and that was the only fish caught on that first spot.
Aiden's always catching some stuff, man.
He is.
We need to get him on here.
Yeah, well, that's... We hit around a few more spots, didn't really catch anything. We got back, and there was this big field across from where we were staying, so we just kind of like got some balls that we brought out just like for a round. I brought a disc to throw and went in, ate, got another sermon, and soon nighttime arrived. And so remember when I said that restrooms were separate?
Yeah.
I walked out and it was dark and they had locked Jay outside of the restrooms and they wouldn't let us in.
So is it like a separate like building or something?
Yeah, it was like a separate building because there was a building, a little driveway in between them, and then the building.
Okay.
So yeah,
They locked Jay out of the bathroom.
yeah, they locked Jay out of there, and we tried to get in.
Can't blame them.
I think we had to go to the women's.
How did they lock you out?
I think there's just a lock on the inside
Oh,
that you could just turn.
I see.
I later took a shower and then joined Stacy and Jay on the porch while everyone else was playing a board game inside. So yeah, that night kind of ended uneventful. Other than that, got up the next morning. Actually, wait, I did move to the kitchen where it was much cooler in there and pitch black. And I don't know how many pillows and blankets that man had, but Jay was just surrounded by them.
Can't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, woke up much better the next morning. Same routine to leave. We got out, continued to have no luck fishing. We came to this dam-like area where we split up, and I guess while we were sitting there casting, I drank a Bang for the first time. Not really a fan of it, but it was all right. Yeah, I'm not much of an energy drink person. The same guy that blew the air mattresses, he would drink like at least 2 energy drinks a day. I don't know how he did it. But yeah, as we were just kind of standing there, we saw a few of the guys just like start swimming out in the water. And then Stacy came over with one of our associate minister's sons just on his back. But yeah, we then packed up and went on to another dam where we saw a lot of fish like jumping around on the water. We continued to have no luck. We just stood there and just no fish were on the bite. And then it started to rain on us. So yeah, we couldn't catch any of the damn fish.
Whoa.
Which that joke was constantly made on the trip when we were at those places. But yeah, then we kind of just made a decision. We can either go over to Mississippi or down to Talladega. It was going to be much longer to go to Talladega, so we decided to go to a new state. Yeah, we just went over there, got turned around. I convinced the associate minister to stop so we can get proper picture proof that we were there. So he just had me standing at the Alabama sign, but then as for the Mississippi sign, it consisted of me, a shirtless Stacy, holding a polar jug that he had purchased earlier in the day, and then a half shirtless Jay.
Half shirtless? How do you be half shirtless?
He just had his shirt like up, like
Oh yeah.
like he was flashing us. So yeah. We left and we stopped at this place called Coleman and to eat at a Cracker Barrel. And so you know how Cracker Barrels usually you walk in on the right side where the store is? I mean, yeah, where store is, and then you go towards the left where the restaurant is. We didn't seem to realize it until we realized we walked in on the left side and the restaurant was on the right. So we made our way back. The rain caught back up with us. And throughout the trip, I provided the shotgun guy with my aux cord, and we just constantly listened to Christian music. Then suddenly, Careless Whisper came over the speakers.
Whose aux was it that time?
It was our associate minister's assistant that was with us over the summer. He just we just apparently just started recommending music for him to play. I then I think at one point Barbie Girl was played. I then recommended Bring Me to Life, and then he played a version where Goofy from Mickey Mouse sang it.
I think I've heard that.
So we got back to where we were staying, and as soon as we stepped out of the van, the power went out. So yeah, we had to use our flashlights to get back in. We just had to do our sermon under the light of a flashlight. And well, then afterwards, we just basically went out on the front porch and just talked and told ghost stories. Power outage lasted about 3 hours, give or take.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we kind of just got ready for bed, and that's kind of where it ended. We got up in the morning and then got ready and left. Oh, wait. Actually, after I went and took my morning shower, I got back to find that there was a bunch of water in the kitchen floor.
Oh, man.
And yeah, that's pretty much where it ends.
Nothing happened on the way back?
Nope.
Jay or Stacy didn't do anything?
Oh my gosh, I forgot. So during the trips between places, Stacy, he'd start his usual prank calling places.
Sounds like something Stacy would do.
Yeah. So he'd call like florists, asking them what kind of hardwood floor they had.
Oh, man.
He tried to get a Walmart application. Even tried to order underwear.
He needs underwear.
Yeah, and finally, I think he tried to call the governor of Alabama to tell him how bad the fishing was.
Something like something old Stacy would do. We need to get him on here. Well, I can't think of much to add on to that. Anything else on it?
I mean, not really. I mean, not that I can think of.
Yeah, I hadn't been to Alabama in a few years.
Shoot, I've not been. Nah, I went to Alabama in 6th grade to go to a space camp. they have like they have like a whole like NASA thing down there.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Old Providence Academy took a trip, and we went for I think it was a few days, maybe like 3 days, something like that. So it was fun.
Well, we're glad we had Noah on this episode. I'll link your Instagram and stuff down below. This just about ends this episode of the Storytime with Sam and Seige podcast. Be sure to give us a good review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Go check out all the links below in the description of this episode. We're on, I think, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube as well. And I can't remember. I need to get on Anchor and add everything on there. I mean, you might as well add all the stores that you can put them on. But I need to kind of recheck that and revamp. But yeah, go check us out on everything. Go give us a follow on the Instagram account. We might be, doing like a Q&A or something. Like we need episode ideas.
We do, bro.
We might be posting on there some. So just go give us a follow over there and keep up with us on there. And yeah, I'm CJ.
I'm Sam.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.